Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Friday, 23rd of April 2021. Let's take a look at the Forex calendar because there's plenty of data to be released today as far as I can see. Some of the data had been released already. PMI manufacturing data from Australia beat the expectations of 53 points and the actual reading was 59.6. So we will take a look at the Australian dollar for sure. The national CPI from Japan is worse than expected. It's minus 0.2% versus the 0.1%. So we take a look at the US dollar to the Japanese yen as well. The PMI manufacturing better than expected, 53.3 point versus 53.1 and better than the last reading of 52.7. The territory industry index is worse than expected, but just slightly, basically it's in line like the previous reading. And the PMI composite from Japan is slightly worse than expected, 50.2 versus the 51 points, but better than 49.9 last time. Data that are scheduled for release during the London session are data from the UK, retail sales with and without the auto, fuel and the public sector net borrowing. Plenty of data regarding the PMI services, manufacturing and composite from the Eurozone is scheduled to release from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. As you can see, 9:30 is another batch of data from UK, PMI manufacturing of course, and PMI services together with composite PMI. The Russian Federation will introduce today a key bank rate at 11:30. The market expects that the National Bank will leave the key rate unchanged at the level of 4.5%. During the London session, that's everything, but during the New York session we got the data from the UK, ISM manufacturing data, services PMI, composite PMI, the new home sales, and we got a speech from the ex-Federal Reserve chairperson Janet Yellen. So pretty much a kind of a busy day during the New York session. So there's plenty of triggers, fundamental triggers, news triggers that will affect the prices. So let's take a look at the Australian dollar. The bulls managed to hit the level of 7,817 pips, which is 5 pips below the technical resistance at 7,822. We got a very interesting candle here. Looks kind of a pin bar with a long upper shadow. And of course, for a few days the market has been trading lower and it's testing right now the old neckline. So if we break below the old neckline, we can test the level of 7,556 very soon. How much we have already retraced? The last wave up. Let me just add 38% for that. Yeah, we just retraced around 38% of the last wave up. So 7,709 had been tested, but the lows were made at 7,692. So please pay attention to the recent low, because then we got 50% and 61% of the Fibonacci retracement. If those levels are violated, we will test 7,564. Because there is a plenty of data scheduled for release at the euro. At the Eurozone, we will take a look at the euro itself. What do we have here? Last high 1.20 and 78 has been made a few days ago, and since that time, as you can see, we've been consolidating above the 1.2013 level, but we are getting out of this short-term channel zone, and if that data will be worse than expected, the market might break below 1.2013 towards 1.1952, which is the key technical support right now in the short term. If they lose this key technical support, the next target is 1.1831, which is more than 100 pips. So there is a room for a fall down. As you can see on the RSI indicator, we are trading around the level of 65, 63. points. So this is definitely above the level of 50, which is the neutral level, and this is not quite yet the overbought market condition on the euro dollar, but overall the momentum is strong, is positive. So any reversal here would be a kind of unexpected for the bulls. So there's the dynamics of the fall would be even better. So more dynamic, will be longer or more accelerated. So please keep an eye on the current data from the Eurozone and from the US, of course. They might trigger some sort of the move at the end of the week. Okay, we got some data from Japan, so let's take a look on the Japanese yen. And as you can see here, on the first glance, we can say 5-wave advance is completed. Now we are trading lower. Plenty of green candles. This is a daily time frame chart, which is even more important. We broke below 1.8 1.8.41, 108.18. This was the technical support zone. Now it will be a resistance for the market. This was as well the low of the previous wave 4 territory, and there was no even a try of a bounce. It was a straight red candle below these two levels, closing below 108.18. Right now the recent low is 107.81 and the next target is 107.4, which means that this level would be some sort of the Fibonacci, around some of the Fibonacci level. And let me just click it here. There you go. You can see that this is 106.79, is very close to the next technical support. Right now we are testing 38%, 107.77. There might be some kind of a bounce, but it doesn't look like we are done with the correction. This correction is definitely a part of a new cycle, a corrective cycle. It's not a part of the 5-wave advanced structure. So let me just see if there's any other measurement for the recent wave down. And as you can see, there is one-to-one. There is one-to-one measurement. So if we will label this as ABC, which is here, okay, so right now that would be wave A, very short wave B, and at the very bottom of this move down around the level of the 107.93, 107.77, this might be actually a zone to complete the wave C, because it looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave in the wave A, wave B, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5th wave to the downside, which means that this is of course the zigzag structure. So maybe, just maybe, this corrective structure on the US dollar to Japanese yen is about to be completed around this level. So please keep an eye on some kind of a bullish activity on one of these levels, breaking above 108.41. If they break it and close the daily candle above this level, this is a strong bullish signal for the market, because we might be completing the ABC pattern, ABC corrective pattern, despite the fact that it didn't look at the first glance that we are done with this correction. The next thing is, it might be only a part of a more complex and time-consuming correction. It doesn't mean that this simple zigzag is the correction that will complete the down cycle, the corrective cycle. We might have wave B to the upside and then again another wave to the downside. But so far, according to this market development, we are about to complete the ABC, or we are just completed the ABC correction in the US dollar to Japanese yen. Please watch the market reaction and watch the reaction of the bullish side of the market on the level of 108.41. And the last but not least, is a Bitcoin. So on our chart of the Bitcoin, I've been warning that this recent developments is just the part of a bigger decline, and as you can see, we got this wave B top made here, and right now we are trading below $50,000, which is the key technical support for the price. We tested again the blue line here, the blue short-term trend line. So this is broken, this is violated, and of course we are now making one of the biggest retracement to the downside. We already retraced 25%. The previous retracement were 26 and 16, and 18. So this is one of the biggest retracement. But if the level of 50,000 is violated, the next target, as you can see, for the wave C is at the level of $43,053. So that would be 33% of the retracement, and the biggest, definitely the biggest correction during the whole move up. Please take a look at this. This will be the biggest correction, bigger than this one, bigger than this one, bigger than this one, since the beginning of the wave 1, which was in September 2020. So that would be definitely some sort of a different cycle. So our count of wave 3, wave 4 correction, and this is the wave 5 to the upside, is absolutely correct. And right now we are continuing the bearish decline in the first wave of a correction. So the target for the Bitcoin is $43,053 or $41,893. It might get even deeper, but first we need to test these two levels in order to see what will be the market reaction for the discount price of a Bitcoin. So that's everything for me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.